My name is Ferré. I'm working for Rovensa Next as part of the R&D department, and my role in SAGROPIA, especially on the trials, is to support with the definition of the protocols and the analysis of the data coming from the field. So the project focuses on two crops, potato and sugar beet, and on those two crops, we are trying to come up with alternative IPM strategies to control the main pests and diseases affecting potato and sugar beets. The first objective of the project is to substitute candidate for substitution and replace them by safer chemistry or greener chemistry. By doing so, trying to maintain the efficacy and the overall performance of the cropping system. So we are implementing at the moment in the project, we are implementing field trials in order to check the level of efficacy of the IPM strategies that substitute those candidates for substitution for one part, and more on a more broader scale, other type of conventional active substance, active ingredients or products that are commonly used by farmers on those two crops. On the year one, on the first year, we did a total of 12 trials, 6 on sugar beet and 6 on potatoes. And those trials were implemented in 5 different countries, which are representative of, I would say, typical agro-climatic conditions of potato and sugar beet producing regions. So we did the trials in France, in the Netherlands, in Switzerland, in Germany, and Poland. So usually like-to-like substitution, so replacing, let's say, a conventional product with a biosolution is not working very well because you are losing efficacy, because those biosolutions usually are less effective or less robust in terms of efficacy than the conventional counterpart. So what we are trying to do when we replace or we substitute a conventional product is to put in front as a solution a combination, sometimes tank mixture or a sequence of application of different biosolutions in order to try to get the same performance, the same efficacy. In the first phase of the project, we tested different solutions, biosolutions, SAGROPIA solutions, individually in control conditioned tests, to check and assess their respective efficacy when applied standalone or in combinations. And from this work, we've selected the top performing products, and those products were included later into IPM strategies in order to substitute candidate for substitutions or conventional plant protection products in general. So from the first year of the experiment, from those 5 countries and 12 trials done on the 2 crops, we can conclude that first, the performance of the most conservative SAGROPIA IPM strategies were relatively good and were overall comparable to the performance of the mainstream strategies implemented by the farmers. So that was a very positive outcome for the first year of the project. We must say, however, that the conditions during the year 2025 for especially late blight were relatively mild in most of the countries, especially the Netherlands. So the disease pressure or the appearance of the disease was a bit later and a bit more mild than usual. So those results will need to be confirmed again in the next years of experiment under maybe more challenging conditions. We are going to implement demonstration trials with farmer equipment on big plots. So these are not small plots replicated trials, but just big stripes that will be applied with the farmer equipment. And on those big plots, we are going to implement the most efficient SAGROPIA strategies, IPM strategies, in order to disseminate the conclusions and the results to the farmers of the area.